In this video, we will show in this video we will show how to find the factorial of a given number and how to design a simple user interface using C Sharp. So what I am doing is I am opening the Visual Studio C, Visual Studio 2013. Right. After that, I press on the new project. I am taking the Windows Forms application. Once I press on the Windows Forms application, form will be open like this, and I have to add following simple user interface to the form. Right? And I have to add following forms. So first I have to open the toolbox. For that I have to press Ctrl plus Alt plus X. Right? Suppose I want to add one label button. So I have to go to the label and I have to drag the label and I have to drop the label onto the form 1. Okay. And then I have to add a text box. So I have to go to the text box and I have to drag this text box and I have to drop this text box onto the form 1 like this. After that, I have to add one button. I add one button like this, and I will do some alignments to the form so that it will looks nice to the user. Right. Okay. Now what I am doing is I am changing the text of a label as follows. Label 1 to please enter a number. After that, I will do some alignments like this. Okay. Now I am changing the text of a button to submit as follows. Click me. Okay. Okay. This is the normal user interface. And yeah. Now in the button click, I have to add a functionality for the factorial. So now I am adding the factorial functionality. Right. So to find out the factorial, what we have to do is we have to take input from the text box and we have to convert that string to the integer and then we have to calculate the factorial for the number. Right. So for this we have to go to the design and we have to check what is the variable name. The name of the variable is text box 1. Right. So again I have to go to this one. Right. For this what I will do is I will create one string and text box 1 dot text and then I have to trim this string. Right. Once we have this once I did trim, what I have to do is I have to convert this number to integer. So int n equal to convert convert dot int 32. For this, what we have to do is we have to give a number. Okay. Now n contains whatever the value we are given into the text box, and now we have to find the factorial for the given number. So now we have to write the logic for the factorial. So this is the logic. Fact equal to 1 for int I is equal to 1 and I is less than or equal to n I plus plus. Okay, and fact equal to fact star I. Okay, now whatever the factorial we calculated, we have to convert this into the string and we have to show the string into the message box. So again we have to take one string s equal to fact dot, we have a toString function in C#. Okay, and str string output equal to factorial factorial of let us say str contains whatever the number we are given in the text box, right? It is just a string manipulation, nothing more than this. Factorial of n is, and then output plus equal to, here we have to give plus equal to. And we have to show this output into the message box. Message box dot show. Yes. Okay. Now, and here actually it doesn't contain any exception handling mechanism. Let us say instead of number, user gave some string. This code doesn't handle that exception. So obviously we have to handle all those exceptions. So we have to add one exception handling mechanism by using the try block. So try. Right? And I assume that you already know this how this try and catch mechanism works. Okay. First, I will write a program, and I will explain how this will work. Okay. And whatever the exception it will caught, we have to caught those exception by using the catch block. Okay. Message box dot show. Please enter a number. Okay. And how this exception mechanism works is whatever the code we have to monitor, that we will keep in the try block. Suppose if exception occurs in this code, we have to catch those exception by using the catch block. Okay, suppose the user enters some string instead of the integer. Then C sharp will throw an exception. We have to catch that exception by using this code, catch exception and the message block. Let us say here we have a overflow exception is there. To catch the overflow exception, we have a catch overflow exception message box dot show. Enter a small number. Okay, and here we have to check by using the check block. Okay, this is the code for whenever the button is clicked, right? In that case, we will write the code for the factorial computation. Now, let us go back to the form. Just we will execute and let us see what is going to the output. Let us say we got give and 10. The factorial of 10 is 3628800. Okay, and one more thing is let us give 3. Okay, the factorial of 3 is 6, but here whenever I press enter here, it is not working. Why it is not working is we haven't written any code on this. So for this, what we have to do is we have to go back to the events that are catched by this text box. Whenever any key down is pressed, let us say here we have a key down and key up. Whenever we have any key down button is pressed, this function will be called. So here we have to write code for the enter. That means whenever we press the enter, this block will be called. This block again will call the submit button function so that our task will be completed. Okay, and here this keyboard event is with the e dot key dot code equal to keys dot event. Keys dot which, okay, keys dot enter. Okay, in this case we have to call the button function. That's right, button click function. Okay, button click, right? Button click this comma new event args. Now, in this case, we gave 3 here. After that, I am pressing the enter, right? The factorial of 3 is 6. Okay, now let us say I gave input KRANTHI. This should be handled. Please enter a number. Okay, let us say I gave 40. Enter the small number. Let us say I give some factorial like this please enter a number. So please enter a number. So this code handles almost all exceptions and it is working fine. But the problem in this code is whenever any uh, key is pressed, right? Key down event will be called. After that, we are checking whether the user pressed enter or not. This is fine. But without enter any submit button, we assume that user pressed the submit button. This is the problem with the code. So what we will do is we will separate out whatever the code we have written here. Okay, just we will separate out this code and we will write this as a separate function, and this function will be called from button one underscore click as well as text box one underscore key down, so that organization is perfect. Okay, for this private return type is void and fact, calc fact, let us say. Okay, paste our code over here, and now we have to call our calc fact from calc fact from button click as well as key down. Okay, this is the correct organization. Let us say we give 5. Factorial of 5 is 10. Okay, 7. Factorial of 7 is 5010. Factorial of 10 is 323628800. Let us check with the calc. Okay, and it should be view, right? Scientific, and let us say fact 10, and we have to press the factorial. Okay, let us say where is the factorial mechanism. View statistics. Okay, view standard is correct. View scientific, let us say programmer, right? Decimal. Okay, view scientific. Okay, here it is the factorial, right? 10 factorial 3628800. So whatever the result we got, and here it is same. So this is the this is how we will write programs in C sharp. It is just a very simple user interface we have designed in the C sharp, and at the same time the factorial will handle almost all the cases, and we will do exception handling in the C sharp. Okay, if you like this video, please press like. If you have any comments on this video, please click comment. Please write your comments. Thank you for watching the video.